مدير قناه شوف تي في كنت نوضح لك واحد القضيه. حنا كصحفيين هنا بالرئاسه صحفيين جهويين ومحليين وطنيين كنبغيوك بزاف ونحبوك لانك قدمت الكثير للفريق المغربي بفاس بكل صدق. ما بغيتش تبقى تعتبر الاسئله ديال الصحفيين كانها تستفزك. الصحفي راه يقوم نبض الشعب ونبض المواطن اللي كاين. اخت سرعه الزميله سرعه سولاتك على يونغا علاش كتعتمد عليه وكتخلي باقي اللاعبين. هذا سؤال كان عارف الناس. والاخ حسام طرح عليه سؤال قال لك بان جوج ديال المقابلات 6 ديال النقاط ضائعه. انت طلعتي لنا السقف عاليه خليتنا نحاولوا ناخذوا البطوله رجعتينا للامجاد ديال المغرب الفاسي. فاتمنى منك كوتش باش تعتبرنا محبين الفريق وننظر الصوت وننظر الشعب والمواطن الفاسي اكيد بكل صدق وبامانه. هذه ملاحظه نعطيها. وغادي نمشي للسؤال. السؤال هو اليوم فريق المغرب الفاسي لم يكن في يومه. في المقابله السابقه امام يعني النادي الكناسيو واليوم امام يعني الرجاء شفنا جوج ديال المباريات الفريق كان غائب على داكشي اللي ولفنا كنشوفو في المباريات السابقه. في نظر الكوتش واش السبب يعني الضغط اللي كان عليك ديال المباريات شنو يعني اعتكاف ديال المباراه في الاسبوع ولا سبب واحد اخر؟ بغينا نعرفوا الحقيقه كوتش من جاي تصويب هذا الوضع ونشوفوا يعني في المستقبل ان شاء الله تستعد يعني الماص التوقع ديالها في الصداره ديال البطوله.
¿Crees que los 3 partidos muy cercanos han afectado al equipo?
First of all, thank you for your words. Second, you know, from the very beginning, the feeling is mutual. It's from my side to you guys. I always respected you. I always came here with a good face, with good attitude, being patient, staying even when they said we need to finish. I said no worries, if it's possible I will stay here. I know you are doing your job. I know it's a difficult job, and I try to make things as easy as possible for you. No, about his question, I'm not angry about his question, but now the translation is sometimes different. Now you are telling me that it's like in the last 2 games it was like 6 points, and at the beginning the translation for me was like if today's game was like a game of 6 points. So just to clarify this, the other day, you know, when I'm talking about respect, is that because I accept that you ask about anything you want to ask, but there's different approaches. You can ask one question from the respectful point of view, and you can ask a question trying to harm someone in that question. And if that happens, then I cannot accept that. And it's not about me, even if it's touching me indirectly. You know? But I said, I'm here, I'm the head coach of this team. I will always protect my players. And I will protect my people because they deserve it. And especially when even you are having an approach trying to harm someone, or maybe not to harm someone, but to harm someone to take even advantage from some other people, because I also know where this comes from, because I'm here for 10 months, and because I'm not stupid, you know. And from there, also in this kind of situation, at least you need to tell me things which are accurate with what happens in the game. Because if you try to harm, and you try to harm saying something which is not real, like happened the other day, because this is the first question, or like now, you know, when, what a coincidence, the second time in a row to get her trophy, and then you are not seeing her, you know. But again, I'm not stupid, and I have eyes, And I know when a person starts doing in front of me 2 meters, it's a lack of respect and I cannot accept. You know, when you respect me, I will give you all. And it was a fair relationship from the very beginning. When something like that happens, I'm sorry. I'm long time in this profession. I'm giving press conference for decades, and trust me, I feel when someone has a good heart or a dark heart. And even when you are seeing the situation, and even when in public they are lying, now I'm talking and again leaving, it's more of the same things. So for all of you, all the respect. Now about your question, I think this is something that I already told you, but I told you, I think it was after the game of Agadir, and even I mentioned after the game of Wydad as well, Smamra. And I told you, it's normal for us and for the rest of the teams. We were very successful because we worked very hard from the beginning, because the club is working very well, the president, the board members, because Bader Kadouri is doing an amazing job, because the players are working so hard from the beginning of the season and they are open to learn, because the technical staff, the medical staff, the people in the offices are so committed and such a good professionals, you know. But also because if we have something good is that we prepare the games very well. And I told you for 3 weeks now I'm going to be a coach in my laptop, but I'm going to miss the pitch and I'm going to miss what I love the most and what makes the difference. Now with the laptop and saying what we need to do, we are going to see if we are capable of doing things. Today we were disadjusted in some moments, in situations that maybe we practiced during the week in the pitch, we would have been more adjusted. And in the end, what happens normally when you come to this kind of weeks of 3 games per week and you don't have time to coach, is that in the end the ones with more talent and with more quality and with a better depth of squad have more chances to win games. For the other ones, without work, it's a little bit more difficult. So everything has been said. I think everyone who likes football enjoyed today with probably the 2 teams which want to play better on the ball. You are going to start disrespecting me from the very beginning, because otherwise you are not welcome here. You came last week to make your show, you are coming today again, and in my first sentence you start laughing, and especially lying, because you think that I'm not seeing what I have 2 meters far from me.
ما دارش والو. نتوما ما كتشوفوش ياكسيو ما شفناش لان فوالا اكزاكتومون ما عارفينش ماشي ما درت والو ما عارفينش
I was saying that everyone who likes this sport, I think, enjoyed the moments of good football. I think the 2 teams which want to play more on the ball in Botola. From there, I think they deserve to win because they have more quality, because they were more accurate in the last attacking third. I think in especially the first half we did such a good football. We had the first very clear chance with Breca. It was by centimeters, not goal. From there in one this adjustment in a situation where we should have known how to press them. We couldn't practice in the pitch, but we did in the video, and we didn't understand well what the situation demanded. They caught us in a vertical attack, and then Oyabusi scored the first goal. And from there, I think there was only one team. We overload them, we stress them, we arrive, and we finish more than 30 times around their box in the first half. When any team in Botola are finishing so many times, even in complete matches, it's true that we lack of that ambition or that quality in that last attacking third, in all our deliveries, in all our movements, in all our finishing. And in the second half, we tried to do the same, and we tried to keep believing in our game, but I think that second goal was cold water for us, and we were like a fighter in a ring when he's receiving two punches, and it's like a little bit dizzy, no? And it's the only regret I have from today's game. It's true that we tried till the end. Maybe not with head, but with heart at least. We created chances. Again, VAR entering for the penalty when I understand that VAR needs to enter in just clear situations. And there's two contacts to Kevin, a first one and then a second one, which is true that their player is touching the ball before, but there's a previous contact as well. From there to judge if it's enough or not. But anyway, I'm not saying we lost because of the referee, we lost because I think they have better quality, they have more experience in this kind of games, and that was the difference. We finished with 64% of possession. We shot more times than the opponent, we shot more times on target. We had more clear chances, and in the end we are losing 0-2, and now I hope that you guys understand why I said from the beginning of the season that we are not favorites to win this competition, because since the very beginning I'm analyzing teams here and I can see the special touch, the quality, even in controls, in passes, in the messages of the passes. Today you see the way they touch the ball and the way they manage and they control the game, and then you understand why these players won Botola a few times and we only have one player who got that and playing from the bench that season. I think we need to be so proud of what we did today in the first half. We tried to do till the end what we are doing. 19 games unbeaten, it's something amazing. We are breaking records. We gave back hope to the city. And like always, to say thank you to our fans. Again, top from the beginning till the end of the game, despite the result, creating an amazing atmosphere. We are sorry for them, but still I think they should be as proud as we are of what we are achieving. And we are going to keep going and pushing and fighting for them and to try to collect maximum points in the next game.
كوتش هزيمة أولى أمام منافس مباشر.
السلام عليكم.
السلام عليكم. هزيمة أمام منافس مباشر، يعني بحال خصنا نستفاد من النقاط.
Una derrota contra como el segundo, como si hubiésemos perdido 6 puntos.
واش هذا الشيء هذا كنشوفوا انه واش ضغط نفسي بسيشيك، لان الفريق ملي خدا الصداره جوج ديال النتائج سلبيه، واش هذا ضغط بسيشيك وكيفاش ممكن ان الكوتش غادي يدير هذا الضغط هذا؟
Si tú crees que es algo psíquico, psicológico, y si lo es, ¿cómo piensas gestionar esto?
Si es psicológico, ¿el qué?
El hecho de haber perdido hoy esa mentalidad.
No entiendo la pregunta. O sea, si hemos perdido por lo psicológico o si psicológicamente la derrota afecta, ¿qué es? No entiendo.
لا يعني ملي خدا الفريق الصداره شنو دو ريزولتا نيجاتيف.
شنو هي الصدارة؟ Que cuando nosotros hemos llegado a la primera posición, que si nos hemos confiado, etc.
First of all,
أولاً
games are about 3 points, not about 6.
ماتشات على 3 نقط ماشي 6.
This is for the fans and for the conversations in the coffees.
هادشي على
But there's 3 points in play and they won the 3 points and we are not winning points. That's it. But
ماشي 6.
and the second thing,
الحاجة الثانية
I don't know. Sometimes it's complicated to answer
مع المرات صعيب باش تعرف الجواب.
because confidence. What is confidence?
دونك شنو هي لا كونفيونس؟
Is confidence something good or is something bad?
لا كونفيونس لا شي حاجه الضغط بريسيون بسيشيك.
Tu si teníamos presión por ser.
غير الضغط ماشي لا
اوكي.
ديال الضغط يعني ديال جوج الماتشات ماشي ماتش.
قلتها له
جوج الماتشات. دو ماتش.
There's pressure in football, there's pressure in life, there's pressure in your jobs. You don't know if tomorrow you are going to be fired or not, or if you are going to be promoted or not. Some people don't know if tomorrow they can get enough food to feed their families, and they have real pressure. For us, pressure in football is always there, but not because you are on top of the table. It's true that, as I said before, for many of these players, it's something new. And we need to understand that we are learning many things this season. We are in that process of growing. We have many young players, I said many times, many players who relegated last season, and I think that pressure it's even worse than the one you have when you are playing for a championship, especially when nobody was expecting at the beginning of the season us to be there. But I don't think it's a matter of pressure when I think everybody will agree that we started the game in our way in the first half. I think we were the team we used to be, and we were fighting for the ball with Ryan, we were trying to press them, and we were dominating them, and we were trying to create as many chances as we could. It was not a matter of making mistakes because of the pressure. The mistakes we made based on decision making or technical errors are the same that I'm seeing from the beginning of the season, but I used to see them much more often at that stage. We've improved a lot. Then the result is not a matter of that. The results today, it's a matter of accepting that we had in front of us a very good team, being the only one close to us in terms of quality of their playing style. But today they show why they were 2 years ago champions, and years before some of them, the quality they have, the way they manage these moments, and their accuracy when finishing. That's all.
¿Y cómo vamos a gestionar las lesiones?
I like the last part of the question because, as you saw, I never mentioned in this press conference the injured players. We are playing the last weeks without many of our main players. and of course we want to have like Raya today all the squad available, but these are circumstances in football, you know. We were unlucky, and we were unlucky because the 3 or the 4th now injured players, 3 out of the 4 are in the same position, more or less. But we fully trust in the other players. That's why they are working so hard and they are ready to compete. So it's going to happen. It's going to happen more and more to all the teams. Maybe some of them are luckier or some of them can manage the recovery in a better way. For us right now, it's what it is. We are trying to recover them as soon as possible. But in the meantime, we need to keep working and preparing games. For me, the other day, getting 1 point in Meknes was not a bad result. In fact, for me, it was a very, very good point. In that very hostile atmosphere, in that difficult pitch, the way they played, the way they kick us, it was extremely difficult. So we need to understand that this is football and that we cannot get always the 3 points, especially when we are playing this kind of games. Some of the big teams were there also and they lost the game. They didn't collect even 1 point, like for example today's opponent, Raya. And today, again, it's something that I could expect it when I was analyzing them and when I was watching them for a long time, because I know their potential. And for me, it's a normal result. Now these 4 days, we will analyze Tuarga, we'll try to recover our players physically and mentally, which is what I told them in the dressing room. Guys, now it's time to look at the future. I understand that now we are sad. I understand that you go to your home and you are thinking of the game, the things that we can do better. And we have that feeling, but tomorrow we decide what we want to be from now on. I'm really proud of this run of performance of the team. Unbelievable, it's historic. One day we were going to lose. It's today, it's against a huge opponent. But now we decide if we want to stay sad tomorrow and not believing in ourselves, or we want to think about how good we are and what amazing job we've done, and having and showing the courage to keep going and to go to Tuarga and to play our best football and to try to collect maximum points.